Well, I'm back down at Ed Hanson's Muffler Service in Spring Valley, California. And I wanted to show everybody how we actually built this Magnaflow exhaust system for the Ecoboost Mustang. Probably the most important part of it is right here, where we built a special little S-pipe to attach to the factory downpipe. We wanted to do it that way so it wouldn't mess with the catalytic converter that's attached to the downpipe. Really nice job. The piping is actually 2.5 inches, and the factory downpipe is 2 1/4, so we had to shrink it right in here 1/4 of an inch so it would fit the factory clamp. And then we'll walk back so you can see the rest of the exhaust system. The muffler fits up in there just real snug, like it should. And the pipes are bent to be mirror images of each other.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight,
These guys did a great job on this.
a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. As the signpost.
And since my car is a convertible, it's got this extra little brace right here. So he had to thread the pipe through that brace. And you can see that we're using the stock factory hangers. They made custom J-hooks for it. And this is a 2-piece tailpipe, which they welded it together right there, right up in here. And a nice smooth transition into the tip. The tips are 4 inches, and what we did was expand the tailpipe right here to fit that big diameter tip. Again, we used the factory hanger and just fabricated a J-hook. And you can see that the other side is an exact mirror image. It's the same way. And the tip fills up the rear valance just perfectly, I think. Looks really good. Plus, one of the things I like about this setup is you don't have the mufflers hanging down from the rear, which I didn't like very much. And if you look back toward the front, you can see that that muffler is put in there perfectly level. In fact, when we put it together, we used a level at the bottom, across the bottom of the pipe, just to make sure that it was perfectly level. These guys are perfectionists, I'm telling you. They take great pride in their work. We're moving forward again. This is probably what Ford should have done at the factory, but they left it to the aftermarket. Another thing I wanted to show you is the S-pipe. What we did was we cut the muffler flange off right at the weld right here, because this is kind of a tight bend, and welded the S-pipe directly to the inlet of the muffler right on the weld. Clever idea, I think. And they finished all the welds with a heat-proof aluminum paint so they won't rust down the road. I'm really happy with it. I've been driving it now for a couple of weeks and I love the sound of this exhaust system. Let me show you a couple of other things. Now you're in the video. This is the muffler we used to build this system. That's no problem. This is Magnaflow's 122/68. It's 2.5 inches in and out, and you can see that the muffler is straight through. It's got like a Y pipe in the middle. That's where the great sound and the performance comes from. It's a straight through design. Anyway, I think this is the perfect muffler for this car. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show everybody is what we use to build the S-pipe. And we use this little, it's called a U-bend. This is a mandrel bent piece of tubing, so it has no kinks in it. And we sectioned little pieces out of it to build the S-pipe with absolutely no kinks or anything in it. And welded it all up, ground the welds, painted it. And so you can build really tight bend radius pipes with this stuff. This is aluminized steel, and after it's painted it'll never rust, and it works great for this application. I think the next thing I want to do with this car is take it out and drive it with my camera inside the car, so you can actually hear what the exhaust system sounds like while you're driving it. It's one thing to put the camera at the back end of the car or do a drive-by or something like that, but you really want to hear how it's going to sound when you're in the driver's seat. So that'll be the next thing I'll do. Alright, for the last part of this video I wanted to do some in-car sound tests so you can hear what this exhaust system sounds like behind the wheel. So I'm on a 50-mile-an-hour street and I'm going to accelerate normally, like you would in normal traffic. You can hear it, but it's not loud or obnoxious. Then when you're cruising, it's really quiet. About 45 miles an hour right now. So this exhaust doesn't drone on the freeway or anything like that. It's really mellow and quiet. Let me pass this guy. All right, I'm going to accelerate up this hill. So you can hear what it sounds like. You get on it. I love it. That was 90 miles an hour. So it does make pretty good noise when you punch it, but like I said, it's not obnoxious or too loud. I think it's the best of both worlds.